So we're here with the Browning B525 SL. She's here, she's in laminate, adjustable cheek piece, extended chokes. It's everything I shouldn't like. But when you made me pick it up, it feels beautiful.
really good. Probably one of the nicest 525s I've ever handled. It would be a brave purchase for someone. It's cool, it's radical, it's a synergy. It's like the old plastic synergy. And everyone, when they came out, said that was weird looking, and this is kind of weird looking. Winchester did something similar a few years ago, but that is better put together.
Yeah.
It handles alright.
It handles very well.
And it's nice to, occasionally it's nice to be different.
It is.
Occasionally.
Hey guys, welcome to The Gun Shop with me, Johnny, and today we're going to be having a look at this, the Browning B525 Laminate. So let's have a look over this rather different gun. Starting at the back, you have the Inflex Interchangeable Pad System, which means you can take this gun from fairly standard and short of 14.5 all the way out to, I think, about 15.5 is going to be your maximum by the time you put spaces in without it looking ridiculous. The stock is obviously not walnut. It is the key hallmark of this gun that it is a grey laminate. In fact, it has the L in the name is laminate. They say it adds extra rigidity for the more solid shot. Mostly, I think they did it because it looks cool. We'll come back onto some of the practical features, some of the good and the bad about that later. It is fully adjustable, which is handy because if it wasn't, it's not like you can bend or change this laminate easily. It is still hand checkered though, by the look of it. Yeah, it is still hand checkered, which was brave of them, wasn't it? The laminate steward fit is quite good, almost a little bit better than a standard 525. It comes as a manual safety, although it comes with an auto safety bar ready to fit. The trigger is adjustable, standard trigger guard, and on the side you have B525 SL, SL meaning Sporter Laminate. The whole action is done in a rather flat finish, and that goes with the satin finish, that lacquer that is on the wood. And it looks really good. It must admit, it looks really, really good. The forend is a standard tulip forend, nothing too exciting there, but it does suit. Again, big checkering panels either side, vented midrib, and a vented parallel 10mm top rib with a mid bead and a high vis fibre optic on the front. And it comes multi-choked with a full set of Midas chokes. How very exciting. Anyway, let's step out and have a little look at some of the wider features this gun has to offer. So this gun is a 30-inch variant. It weighs a shade over 8 pounds, but it doesn't feel it in the hand, mostly due to the fact that it balances superbly. Ever so slightly front end, about an 1/8 inch in front of the hinge pin. And that really is very, very nice. The barrels are backboard, I believe at 18.7. They are steel proved, which is exciting. And as we said, it comes with 4 chokes, a cylinder, quarter, half and 3/4. All of this Midas extended variety. As with any 525 action, it is obviously made in Japan, chrome lined barrels, superior steel, all the exciting things you would expect. The laminate they've used is actually of a really good quality, and that's really handy because poor laminate is probably worse than no laminate at all. So, positives of the laminate. Completely weatherproof, it's never going to warp, it's never going to shrink, it's never going to do anything, because essentially all it is little strips of hardwood impregnated with resin. So it's kind of pretty plastic, if you like. It's stronger, it shouldn't split. The real issue is that if it marks, it's quite hard to repair where it's that satin lacquer. But you know, these things happen, and you can just get it resprayed or fixed accordingly. That's the downside, I suppose. On a different note, it's heavier. And that will either be a good thing or a bad thing. Laminate is heavier than wood where it's so dense. I like the extra weight. It makes it feel like a much more serious sporter, and where they've managed to balance it just so, it still feels nice and lively. The adjustable comb is adjusted through a little hole in the back of your Inflex there. So when you're ordering spare pads, just make sure you order the adjustable ones, or else they won't come with a hole and you have to cut one. All it is essentially just an Allen key in the back. You wind this down, and then this will move up, down, left and right. as you need. Very simple adjusting system. I'm not a huge fan of the Brownie adjustable system. It's very simple and it's very good. However, in terms of memory, although you have got the clicks to remember exactly which one you go to, it's not the same as a Beretta where you go, all right, well, I'm number 3 over and I'll take 3 shims in. And I think actually, to be fair, there are even better ones than the Beretta. I don't dislike it, but it's not going to be one that you're going to want to change frequently without potentially not going back in the same place. However, positives that it is very easy to change. I first saw one of these at the British Shooting Show and then had a really good play with one at the IWA. And I tell you what, when I first saw it, I thought it was something nothing that exciting. Then playing with the IWA, it kind of grew on me. And when this finally arrived, say finally, it's only been a couple of weeks, I must admit, I really do like it a lot. I would be hesitant on owning one. You will have to be someone who is meticulous with your guns. More importantly, meticulous about putting it back in a slip at a clay ground, which is where this gun really is going to be used. Because if someone else marks it, it's going to be truly heartbreaking. I like a walnut stock for the fact that they are so easily repairable. I like this for the fact that it handles so well and that it's going to be so weather resistant. However, it's almost as though they made it a little bit too pretty. If they'd left it in the raw laminate, yes, it might not have looked quite as beautiful with the full satin look start to finish, but it would have been a little bit more practical somehow. I don't know. Anyway, I really like it. I really like it, and I hope you do too, purely just because it's something a little bit different. Guys, take care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.